Hello, it is currently 11:48 on Sunday, August 22nd, and I'm going to be starting my 48-hour readathon. First of all, I don't consider myself like a super fast reader. I have friends who can finish books in half the time it takes me. However, in the next 48 hours, I'm attempting to read as many books as I can. I don't know what that number will be. I have a few books picked out. I'm going to be reading the books, vlogging myself reading the books. Come with me for the next 48 hours. I have my reading essentials. I'm going to be making a TikTok for this video. These freaking pumpkin spice celebration cookies are amazing. Like, they taste like gingerbread or like tea biscuits. My first book is actually going to be The Bride Test by Helen Hong. Prior to the 12 o'clock commencement of this, I'm going to be explaining why I chose The Bride Test. This is the second book to the Kiss Quotient, which, if you haven't read it, it is spicy as frick, but it is amazing. It's probably one of my all-time favorite books now. It's so good, and this is the companion novel. The third novel, The Heart Principle, comes out August 31st, I believe. But yeah, I have to read this one before the third one comes. So I chose this because I know books like this I can get through quickly because I love it. Also, I never read the backs of books before I read a book, but I just read this and it sounds amazing. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb because we don't need it. This is my new mantra in life. Seduce first, love will come. I'm also on page 36 and I absolutely love it. Also, I just wanted to point out that I'm literally moving in 15 days and I'm gonna miss this little corner where I read. I like put my pillows in like this nice little like way so that I'm so comfy on my bed.
Let's try some freaking sweet. I love Kai. I love Kai.
Oh my god, now I'm gonna have to figure out who I like better, Michael from the Kiss Quotient or Kai. So she just arrived at his house. Basically, she's an arranged marriage bride. She's talking to her mom on the phone and she's like, yeah, I'm sleeping on the couch. And the mom's like, why aren't you sleeping with him? And she's like, well, because he doesn't want a wife. Like, he's against this, whatever. His mom set it up. The mom goes, can you unscrew one of the legs off the couch and say it broke? And she goes, why would I do that? And then the mom says, so you can sleep with him, daughter of mine. The mom wants a one bed trope so bad. Okay. She just had a nightmare and she's crawling in his bed. Okay, it's officially 1 o'clock, 1 hour in. I'm on page 83. So far, this book is freaking phenomenal. Kai is literally reading at a wedding. Why is he the perfect man? Okay, 1 hour in and we're switching positions. Oh my god, Esme is straightforward. Girl just says to him, I want to kiss you. And then he's like, why? No, they were gonna kiss and somebody interrupted. Oh no. Oh my god, I'm so frustrated right now. Okay, we're on to hour 3 of my readathon. It is now 2 o'clock. A cherry coke and some grapes to snack on. We're on page 178 of The Bride Test. Very rarely does a book make me stop reading just because I'm like, wow, I love this book. I love this book. I love Kai, I love Esme. Oh my god. This book is already a 5-star and I'm not even done. Don't watch if you don't want a spoiler, but I'm at the part and they're at a wedding. They go to a lot of weddings in this family, but they're at Michael and Stella's wedding. My heart could not be happier right now. This book has made me fall in love not only with Kai, but with his brother Kwan, and the next book that comes out August 31st, The Heart Principle, is about him. But I'm almost done. I have like 30 pages left. And now I'm crying. This book is so cute. I love this book. I'm crying more. It was so good. Despite needing to complete my readathon in a certain amount of time, I am going to be writing reviews for each book on my Goodreads. If you don't follow my Goodreads, follow it. It's just my name, Kaylee Klein. Honestly, I just can't believe how much I loved this book. I just want to read it again now. But first of all, let me write my summary. Alright, the second book on my list is The Marrow Thieves. Actually, I read this in an English class in grade 12. I remember it being one of my favorite books of all time. So I chose this for my next read. Also, I forgot to mention the time. It is now 3:30. I finished the last book around 3:05, and then I wrote my Goodreads summary, caught up on a little bit of TikTok stuff. But 3:30, I am now starting The Marrow Thieves. I forgot one of the things that I love about this book is that it's a dystopian novel, so it is futuristic, set after what they call the Water Wars. It's Canadian also, which, gotta love it. In the novel, there was these water wars because of climate change, and all like the fresh water is kind of up in Canada. So America kind of started taking Canada's water. There were wars, tectonic plates moving. All the borders of every country basically got underwater. Like half the population is gone. Everyone was distraught and everyone stopped dreaming. However, in the novel, the natives of Canada, they still dream, and their dreams are webbed into their bone marrow. So that's why it's called The Marrow Thief. Take the old residential school system and put it into a dystopian way in which they literally kill them and take their bone marrow. But the thing I love about this book is that they explain it on page 26. It's 4:26. I'm on page 70. And it's been about an hour. But they're at this part where they find like an abandoned like hotel almost. And it reminds me so much of in The Walking Dead whenever they find places to stay. And this one reminds me so much of when they found the prison. If you've watched The Walking Dead, I used to be obsessed with it. But when they found the prison and they got to stay there, they still have to be on the lookout because people are still coming to hunt them down. This book reminds me so much of The Walking Dead. It's like The Walking Dead mixed with like Divergent and The Hunger Games mixed with The Fifth Wave. This is me attempting to eat my barbecue dinner while also reading. How do I eat corn on the cob while reading my book? I don't know. Okay, reading update. It's like 6:30. I started to feel really sick for some reason, but I have 4 pages left in The Marrow Thieves, and I totally forgot how it ended, and now I'm like shook all over again. Okay, I just finished writing my Marrow Thieves review. I've read it before. I never wrote a review for it. So now it's up on my Goodreads. Trying to get out of my funk. I feel a little bit sick. However, it is time for my nightly walk. It's about 6:45 right now. Every night at 7 I go on about an hour walk. Probably going a little bit of a longer one today. I'm going to be listening to an audiobook as part of my 3rd book. I'm going to be listening to Perks of Being a Wallflower. I've never read it before, so it seemed like a good one. I actually have no idea what it's about. I did ask people on my Snapchat book story, short books that are good, and that one came up. So it was available on the audiobook app. So that's the one I'm going to be reading. This is the walk fit. Leggings, tank top. It's going to be freaking hot out. I want to put my hair up, but then I'm going to look bald on camera. We might just have to do it though. I look very bald. But it's okay. We're gonna go on our walk now. Yeah, you just listen to it, so you don't need data or anything, which is good because I literally ran out of data. This book's only 6 hours and 23 minutes. So hopefully I can get it done in the 2 days. Maybe not. We'll see how far we get. I also forgot to mention I listened to it in 1.5 speed. So that's why it's not going to take me 6 hours and 23 minutes. It's so hot out. But so far, book is really good. Ignore the fact that I look like a sweaty mess. But I'm 18% into The Perks of Being a Wallflower, and it's a coming of age book, and I didn't know that, and it's actually cute. Anyways, I'm gonna keep walking. I just stopped at this random school, and there's a bunch of little like 7th grade girls watching me vlog. So I'm gonna keep walking. Oh my god, it's so pretty out.
He tried another poem, and he called it Absolutely Nothing, because that's what it was really all about. Anyway, Perks of Being a Wallflower. Love it already. This is going so great. Book 3. Love it. I am currently 30, you cannot see that. 34% done the book. It's currently 8:34 at night, and what I think I'm gonna do is take a little break. 9 o'clock, start my next book, which will be The Dinner List by Rebecca Serrell. Okay, I got a little distracted by my half an hour of YouTube watching. But book number 3 is going to be The Dinner List by Rebecca Serrell, and I chose this book because Rebecca Serrell's book, When You Were Mine, was actually the very first book I read of the year, and it was kind of the book that got me back into reading. So I thought I'd tribute her by reading her book, The Dinner List. That I don't even know what it's about, never heard of it, just know the author. So let's get into it. Also, I know I've said this like a million times, but it's so hot in here. We're vibing, we're cool. Just think happy thoughts. It's currently 10:30 at night. I'm 100 pages in to The Dinner List. I kept getting distracted by my phone, but it's okay. It's not bad. I do love books that are like past and present flashback, so I really do enjoy that. However, it's kind of just like there's nothing special about it. I am curious to see like where this is going, because it's kind of like one of those books where it's like the main character isn't with her boyfriend anymore, but it's past and present flashbacks to see like where it went wrong. Also, see, look how funny I look, like a 80s librarian. It is currently 11:54 and I just finished The Dinner List. I didn't update much during my reading because I actually got really into it, surprisingly. It kind of reminded me of All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover, because in All Your Perfects it goes back and forth between the beginning of their relationship and then their marriage where they're struggling. Like, you know when people ask you if you could have dinner with 5 people that are alive, who would it be? Well, basically she gets to sit down with 5 people that she wants to have dinner with, including her boyfriend. So it kind of goes through the past point of view of like how they kind of got to that part, and then their regrets, and it's actually a sad ending. It was actually sad. I give it a 4 out of 5 stars. It was pretty good. Yeah, I don't know why I've never heard of this book before, because it was actually really good. So I'm gonna do my Goodreads review for that and then probably head to sleep. Good morning. It's currently 9:02. So right now I'm gonna be putting my headphones in and listening to Perks of Being a Wallflower while I make breakfast. I literally thought about that book in my dreams. Like, I want to read this so bad, so that's what I'm gonna do. After careful consideration, I decided to read It Happens One Summer Next. I was gonna wait to read this, but summer's literally almost over, so I better read it.
The whole movie was about him trying to...
Alright, all showered and fresh, I think. My hair's not fully dry, but I don't really care. And this is the OOTD. I got these like flared ribbed leggings from H&M, and then this top from Dynamite. Anyway, we're gonna start reading It Happened One Summer now. Okay, I got distracted and I filmed a few TikToks, so it's now almost 12. I'm only 100 pages in, but it's actually pretty good. It's very Grumpy Sunshine trope. I actually like the characters a lot. Brendan is actually a lot nicer than I thought he'd be. And yeah, this is a pretty good book. It was getting all spicy. And then her sister walked in. Broke up the spice before anything could happen. They're doing it in the hospital. One of my favorite reads of the year was The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. I love her writing. Miss Girl, Abby Jimenez, decided to follow me on TikTok. She can see me rave about her because I recommend The Friend Zone to literally everybody on the planet. Okay, update. It's like 2:19. This book is bigger than the other books, that's why it's taking me longer to read. It's like 400 pages. He just said, I'll be your man for 1,000 years longer if I'm allowed. This is so cute. I'm like 5 pages left, but like they're making up now. Like they fought and they're making up. So it's now 2:33 and I just finished It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. Tessa Bailey is like the queen of spicy scenes. Like, she has these innocent looking covers, but then every chapter they're just going at it. And like character development, Piper goes from this LA Hollywood queen to this small town girl, and it's just so cute. Grumpy Sunshine. I'd probably give it a 4-star rating. 4.25. We're gonna go with 4.25 for this because it was better than The Dinner List, which I read yesterday, but not as good as the other 2 books that I read. I didn't plan on reading this much. I thought I was gonna finish after 4 or 5 books, so I don't know what to read next. This is my physical TBR. This is my fall reads list. I'm saving that for when I move to school because that's mostly like thrillers and like fall vibes books. Okay, I decided we're gonna be reading Love the One You're With by Emily Griffin. So she wrote the Something Borrowed series. There's Something Borrowed, Something Blue, and Baby Proof. I love her as an author. She's amazing. Oh, this book, from the back, it seems pretty good. I'm gonna start it. It's 3:01 right now. I'm probably gonna give myself a 15-minute break and start it around 3:15. So we'll do that. It's currently 5:30 and my eyes physically are in pain from reading words. But I'm about halfway done and my eyes hurt. Okay, it's currently 7:15 and I have like 45 pages left, but I forgot that the sun sets kind of early now, so I'm gonna go on my walk and try to read Perks of Being a Wallflower. Walking OOTD, we look bald again. My glasses low-key match my shirt, so it's cute.
After that, it was quiet. He drove me home and pulled up in the driveway.
Okay, it's 8:21 now. My walk was shorter than I wanted it to be, but it's so freaking hot out that I like couldn't breathe and I forgot my water and I was just not having it. So I'm 73% done the Perks of Being a Wallflower. And I have 45 pages left of Love the One You're With. So I think what I'm gonna do is, because I was listening to my audiobook, I'm going to quickly finish Love the One You're With. After that, I'm going to take a break from reading and finish listening to the audiobook. It's probably about an hour and a bit left. So during that time, I'm going to clean up my room and do a little bit of stuff. And I will start my final book, which is on my Kindle so that I can read in the dark. And that will be my final book. I am not very good at staying up past midnight, so we'll see how that goes. My eyes hurt. This is a lot of reading. A lot of information taken in. I keep thinking about the books that I've read over the last day and all the stories are getting jumbled in my head. I finished this book at around 8:45. And if you haven't read her, all her books are a lot about marriage and then the struggle of marriage. And if this one was kind of a love triangle between like her husband, and she's starting to have feelings for this like guy of the past. My issue when I read books like that is I always root for the guy of the past regardless of if he's the right guy. I always root for a childhood friends to lovers trope, or like second chance romance. Now it's 9 o'clock. I'm gonna be playing my Perks of Being a Wallflower audiobook, and then after that we'll see where we are. Actually, I totally lied. I have to write my summary for this first, so I can't listen to my audiobook just yet. I made myself a nice coffee at 9 o'clock at night because I want to read one more book. I'm so bad at staying up late. Like, I go to bed at 10. I'm like a grandma. I finished Perks of Being a Wallflower, and that is a 5-star read. It's amazing. It made me so warm inside. It is now 11 o'clock because I finished it around 10:30, but then I got distracted. So the thing is, I want to read one more book before the end of this. So I'm going to be reading The Mistake by Elle Kennedy, the second book in the Off-Campus series. I read The Deal like 3 months ago, so I figured it's good to read on my Kindle at night because I can also turn off my lights and read in the dark. I know the Off-Campus series is like really popular right now, so you probably will know what I mean by this, but Grace is so cute. I love Grace. I don't know how I feel about Logan though. I feel like I could be friends with Grace. Or maybe I am Grace. I don't know. Probably Grace. I babble a lot, so and maybe I am Grace. It's officially midnight and still currently reading. I'm on chapter 10. I'm not that far into it. It's 1:30 in the morning. I'm about 65% done this book. It's actually really good. I did like The Deal, but I remember it taking me a while to read. But this book's actually really easy to read. This is the current setup. As you can see, I'm exhausted. Now I'm reading in the dark. It's like 2 in the morning. I'm still not done. It's currently
2:27 a.m. and I just finished reading The Mistake. I liked it better than The Deal, which is unexpected because everyone loves The Deal more, I feel like, but I just loved Grace. And I'm gonna go to bed. That was it for my marathon. I read 7 books in the span of 38 hours because there's still 9.5 hours left of this readathon, but I guarantee I'm going to be sleeping.
That's a wrap for my 48-hour readathon. I'm literally going to probably take a 1-day break from reading and then just pick up another book tomorrow. But I hope you enjoyed watching me read for 48 hours. Yeah, thank you for watching.